Hi guys and welcome back to Just Go For It Gaming plays Planetbase. Now then, in our where are we up to? So we have a nice little holding on this planet here. We have quite a lot of power still in stock from the night, which means that having these 3 solar panels here are sufficient. It may also be worth us getting even more power stored by getting another one of these, which we shall place there and link up there. Since we have 3 metals to use, and that uses exactly 3. That is good. Now then, after the last episode, where we had a sandstorm roll through, I think it may be worth also queuing up the control centre here. Can we link this up any other direction? No. So, what we'll do, so we'll get this queued up, ready to be... Oh no, don't want that first. Too late. Oh well, we'll get that built, and then we'll get this built as well. It is no problem. Alrighty then. So at the moment we are becoming quite well, doing quite well with all this. We have got enough food production to meet our demands. So far our meal maker here is producing enough meals to meet our demand. We also as well here have our synthetic meat being built, which we have still producing chicken, and then eventually we will be able to... Oh, me another meteor strike. We will be able to have a different variation in meals, because at the moment we are just producing salad. Oh, we've got a basic meal now. That will be from the little bit of chicken that we have being introduced into the meal maker, which is just here. Speed the game up a little bit so people can start plopping down the extra bits of minerals, or materials, sorry, that we need. And there we are, the constructor bot is now starting to build that, which is very good. Since we have more than enough ore to be able to produce the metals required, I think what we may do is queue up another metal processor just here, just so that we can work through all the ore that we've got spare here, since we have 6 available. Now that we have the security station, or control center, sorry, built, if we go into base management just here, and security console, as I said before, here are the 2 alerts. So the yellow alert, once again, all colonists will stay indoors, medics and guards will stay on their duty for longer. And then on red alert, all colonists will stay indoors, medic and guards will stay on duty for longer, colonists will fight enemies by any means necessary, which normally means running over here, grabbing some guns, and going to the problem area, which is normally just inside your base where you'll have your airlock. So, what it might be worth doing is going to landing permissions and just asking for a couple of guards. That sounded like it hit close. It did, just here. So, once again, we've been lucky. And they could have hit our medical bay just here, which wouldn't have been good. Okay, so we've topped off both tanks, or both power collectors. So it's definitely worth our time and effort in putting a new power collector. Alrighty, so we've got another metal processor being built. When we have enough workers available, they'll go in and start working on converting the ore into metal. I think what we might do is tell them to stop using that being in this building as a priority, being in the mine, so they can focus more on converting in here, in the processing plant. Alrighty then. What should we have a look at? It may be worth getting a factory on the go. Just think. Do 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 do. Yeah. So I'm just thinking, because eventually what I would like to plan and do is increase the size of this biodome and increase the size of this canteen. Just need to think out how big that will be so that I can place these modules far enough out the way so that we should have enough room in the middle here to be able to do my expansions of those two modules. So we'll plop that in there for now. And there we go. By the looks of it, we've got our two guards that we desire. Yep, there is our guard. And I think I saw another guy behind him. Yep, we have. So there we are. We have two guards. That will be more than enough for us at the moment. So I think we'll ask for a couple more workers on the next run. Just so we can have the maximum amount of workers in the mine and have enough workers in the processing plant here. Okie doke. Because with the factory, what we can do is we can produce spares, which is what we need to fix varying parts of our base. And we can also build processor chips, which will mean we can think about maybe building the robotics station here. But we can only get that unlocked once we've built the factory. What we do with the robotics factory is then build mining bots, the constructor bots, and the carrier bots. But you have to buy the schematics for the different robots off the traders, and they don't always have them. Just like I said before, it is a lottery as to what you get from the traders. Speed the game up a little bit. Okay. Let's just get this, have a look. Alright then. So if we get a control station in our control center here, if we have a look, we can get the security control. A guard will monitor suspicious activity in a few structures from this console. This will allow you to detect intruders. We definitely want one of those. Now the next two we can't really do out with at the moment, because A, I don't have enough materials to build a telescope or build the radio antenna. At the moment we don't really need that, I don't feel, at the moment, as we don't have quite a large colony. But what we can build is an armory. We'll pop it just at the entrance there, because what we can then do is start investing in guns for the next trader. I think we'll see about getting another trader to come in, so we'll allow them to land once again. See about trying to get a couple of guns so that at least our two guards here will have some guns on them. Okay, that looks like a colony ship. Here it is. So we should get some more workers. So we've got one. I think what I'd like to do is get to maybe 6 workers, and then I shall stop the colony ship for now. No, actually, no. What we'll do is, once we've got 6 workers, we'll try and get another biologist in, ready for when I plan to do the expansion of the biodome here, as we'll need a bigger biodome to cope with the amounts of people who will be using the canteen and who will need feeding. Okay. So at the moment we still don't have enough materials here to build the factory, but that is not a problem. They are prioritising things within the base, which is the security console here, and our little armoury. There we are, there is a trader. What have you got for us? So I see here, look, you can buy a driller bot for 160. Or you can buy a gun for 80. Not at those prices, we don't. So yeah, if you didn't notice before, different traders have different levels of commission. So this trader wants 50% commission on top of the base price, so we aren't going to do that. You can bugger off. We'll wait till another trader comes who won't rip us off. Alrighty, looks like we've got one medicinal plant, which will mean that it'll get taken over here. Once we have some spare bioplastic, we'll be able to produce one medical supply, which we'll put into storage since our little medical cabinet here is currently full. Alright then, so we've currently used 28% of our storage, which is fine. It may be worth, however, us getting another meal maker. It looks like that one can't seem to cope with the amount of use it is getting, so we shall do that. So we'll get another meal maker and plop that in there. There we go. Jolly good. As we've been lucky again, we've missed another meteor, which is good. It's only a matter of time though before they find us and hit part of our base, which will not be good because then we may lose some of our colonists, and that is something we do not want. Alright then. Since we've got more workers than I anticipated that time around, that is fine, so we shall stop recruiting workers and see about getting a couple of biologists in. I say once we've done that, we shall stop with our demands for colonists for a wee while. Oh yeah, so we're just waiting for one more bioplastic and one more metal, so that we can build this factory and start producing some weapons and our processors ready for the eventual creation of our extra robots, which will make our base run so much smoother. It is very helpful having the driller bots, as you can imagine. It means you don't have to have quite as many workers outside when there was an emergency such as a sandstorm. So that is something we always need to think of as well. Well, at the moment, it doesn't look like there's going to be a sandstorm, so we don't need to worry. How much more room have we got down here? Oh, we've got loads of room to expand. Look at this. We couldn't have picked a better spot to land, could we? No, we could not. Alright, even up here, even if we landed up here, we still have bags of room. Our pilot has done well to pick this spot out for us. How are we doing? One more bioplastic and then we shall be ready. Okay, how much materials do we need for this? So we need 7 and 7. That is for the largest biodome we can build at the moment. So if I can try and place that here, and maybe try and fit this, that might not work. my plan may not work. I may not have enough room to fit both in here, which will be a shame. I'll have to rethink that, but we'll come to that. We'll sort that out when we get to that point where we need to think about expansion. But as I say, for now, this little setup here is producing more than enough food, even, or vegetables, and enough meals to cope with our demand. So there is no need to worry just yet. There is no need to panic. Everyone is eating their salads, they are quite happy. They are eating some fabricated chicken. What more could you ask from Planetbase? Don't know, but this robot doesn't look happy, does he? Wandering the corridors, wondering what to do next. Oh dear. Come on, we must have one more bioplastic sitting around somewhere. We do, and there he is. Big strong man carrying that big bioplastic. Almost looks like a robot in his design. He's debating to go outside. Why are you going outside? Is there any need for you to be outside, medic? Nope, you're bored, so you're going to go pick up that ore. Oh good, so we've got 2 more biologists. That is great. So we shall stop with the colony ships for now and just ask for a trade ship. So you took that bioplastic all the way outside and went, you know what, I couldn't be bothered to walk all the way around. So you decided to put it in the meal maker instead. You, sir, are lazy. But anywho, when is our plants going to produce some? Not too long, so it shouldn't be much longer before we will get the final bioplastic to build the factory. And if I just speed for it for a moment, it shouldn't be even a moment. There we are, so the biologists here are looking after everything, and if we press this button, ooh, look, I'm inside the biodome. Oh, he's got a cool little hairstyle there, look at him. He does not care. We can also click on here, see everybody eating their dinner. God, everybody's got his hairstyle. Look, there's a guy here as well. A lot of bald guys around. They must be under a lot of stress losing their hair like that. Okay, so we have a trade ship. Have we got anything for you? No, not really. We haven't got anything we want. So if you would like to depart, thank you and goodbye. How are people doing in here? Don't know, you can't really tell. Oh! I didn't know you could do that, didn't know you could move the camera around. Whee! There's our big strong woman. She's a confident woman. I am a strong, confident woman who does not need a man to carry my starch around. So, when one of our workers decide to go over there and build the bioplastic, it will be ready for us. But as of yet, nobody can be bothered. Nope. Still nobody. Nope. Are you going to start doing it? Yay! So what belong till we get that, and finally have it built. Okay. Then we'll set priority back on here since we have quite a lot more workers. So they should start pumping out more ore for us. As you can see here, we've got 3 in reserve, but we've got now 11 metal, even, not material, 8 of which are free. That's because we're still we've got 3 down here. And we've just produced another one. I think what I'll do is I shall recycle that. Now, when you recycle, you can get your materials back, so we will get the 1 bioplastic back for that. And what we'll do, because we've got 2 medicinal plants spare and 6 medical supplies in reserve, excuse me, what I'll do is I'll put in another starch generator, which is these yellow ones, just so we can get some more starch on the go, so we can start building up a stockpile of our bioplastic. Okay, we're not outstripping our water supply just yet, which is good. Hooray! It's been built. Oh, but our robot has died. Need somebody to go fix him. And of course, because there isn't a connection here just yet, we can't select anything to place in there. Yep, we don't need that manufacturing hint, thank you. Come on, man. Fix the robot. Then he can build that for us. And then once it's fully built, we shall call this one an episode. Nope, we've got another engineer coming down, so it looks like he's going to finish off the connection for us. There we have it. Okay, and with that, as I say, we're going to call this an episode. Once again, thank you for watching and supporting this new series. I'd like to see you for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as well. For more, just go with the gaming, plays Planetbase. Thanks for watching, I shall see you next time.